I told you, I do not lie to you people. It is Al from D-Town Show. And guess who's here?
I'm here.
Right on. Chili 442 in the building.
Yeah, we made it.
Man, you know what? If I'm looking at everything right, it's been probably 8 years, 7 or 8 years since we've done a show together.
Uh, 2013? Or no, that was about. Trying to think. 13, 14, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah. Wow, time flies.
Yeah, it does. Especially when you're having fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Ah,
yeah, man. For you that don't know, me and Evan did a show, and we started it off on Rocktown Radio. And what didn't we go Friday nights? We were,
yeah.
yeah, we.
Monday and Friday. We did a little show on Monday and then a show on Friday.
That's right. And then we decided to kind of do D Town Radio because there was rules at Rocktown, and we were like, "Fuck rules."
It was it's getting a little tight.
Yeah, so uh, then we started doing that for shit for a while, man, and it it's different now. The
I know.
lands,
You copywriting. You can't play music. It's
man. I did a background, um, and it had a little logo on the side, and I didn't realize it, and I got a copyright strike
oh man.
on the YouTube page.
You got your pee slapped.
Yeah. So it's like, man, you really got to be careful, get permission, and if you use anything, put them in the credits or whatever.
So was it like three strikes and you're out?
I don't think so. And it's not like I used it for the intro. So it was like a minute and 30, 30 seconds.
Gotcha.
But so, yeah, man. So yeah, Evan was my neighbor. So he would come straight to the studio. We'd start drinking beer and, um, just having a great time. We'd play music for a little bit and then just shoot the shit. And we had fun doing it. And,
Yeah. Talked about news. Talked about stupid news.
yeah,
Uh, it's a good time.
yeah, man, there was one that, I kind of caught some shit about, uh, a girl biting a dude for changing the channel. and
Uh-huh.
and it was like it sounded like you were glorifying saying it was okay for her to attack him, and you know I was like, man, that was a joke.
Uh-huh.
That was a joke. People get a little sensitive nowadays, man.
It's horrible. It's
I
horrible.
mean,
Uh, Everybody's offended, but
everybody. And I promise everybody we will get Evan on camera, and I've actually, if
do I need to get a green screen?
no, you don't have to do that.
Can we put cool stuff behind me?
Yeah, we can do that. But we'll get him on here. We can't figure it out. And I did want to record a show. I'm trying to do one once a week. And I know I said we'd drop it Sunday or Monday. And we kind of got just mixed up this weekend and turned in different directions. So, man, we got lives to live. It fucking sucks.
I've been so busy. Well, since we bought this house 2.5 years ago, we remodeled the whole house, and now I'm finally getting starting to work on the garage, doing some stuff. I'm painting one side of it, and I bought a used kitchen for $300.
A used kitchen.
Yeah, a guy across from me at work, he was remodeling his kitchen. He's like, and I'm like, I'm looking for some cabinets and stuff. And he's like, here's what we're doing. And I went over there, a couple, $300. I bought everything. I bought everything but the sink and the appliances, but I bought everything. And so I've been putting them up in my garage. So I'm finally getting to my stuff, after all
Yeah.
this time. But yeah, time flies.
Yeah, you get that's how you got to do it too. You got to get the ladies stuff done first and then,
Yeah. Well, we started a bathroom remodel in February and we're complete, but the supply chain stuff, we're waiting on the shower doors. We have the whole bathroom done, but we're waiting on shower doors because they can't get the hardware, which is probably on a shipping container,
yeah.
off the coast.
Yeah, that shit's crazy too, man.
Very. Yeah.
There's just some very very weird. I don't even know if you can call it weird.
It's kind of strange how this pops up. I watched some of the video of the shore and these cargo ships moving around, and everything is so automated. I'm like, now how did a wrench get thrown into this machine all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Everything's been going good for a long time.
Well, come on. I mean, we're never going to hear the truth on the full story anyway.
No, of course.
You know, that's just, oh, the media. Oh my God. I listened to, I listened to a guy over in Springfield in the morning, uh, and I do it through like an app. So it does like local ads and everything, but ABC News plays on it. And oh my God, they were talking about Steve Banning. I guess it was Donald Trump's advisor or something. They were
Hmm.
talking about him. Then they started talking about Dave Chappelle. And I was like, man, y'all don't want to talk about how this gas jumped up like 35 cents. Yeah, you really don't want to talk about these ships that are, we can't.
No,
Wait,
no. Let's talk about Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
oh man, that shit is crazy. Now, have you seen it?
I watched it the other night. I didn't think anything was, well, of course, I'm not trans, so I really wasn't offended by anything, but I didn't think anything that he said was real outrageous. But I feel sorry for comedians these days. You got to be careful. I mean, that's a fine line. You're there to offend, but if you offend,
Oh
cancel culture.
man, you know what? I am really surprised you can go and like watch Don Rickles on YouTube. You can watch some of those roasts, like when he roasts Sammy Davis Jr.
Uh,
That, oh my God.
Times have changed.
And I don't understand why. You think with all this information at our fingertips, and it would be like we'd learn. Okay, yeah, yeah. Does this does the United States have a bad history? Well, yes. I'm sorry, but most nations do. Are built on the backs of slavery. Egypt, Rome. I mean, you fucking name it.
Hmm.
That's how they got the shit done. Not saying it's fucking good. I'm not. It's fucking horrible, and it shouldn't have fucking happened. But man, it's like if it's not race, it's over. Sexual orientation, and honestly, I don't give a fuck. I don't
No,
care
either.
what you do.
I'm with you. I guess, a libertarian. I don't know, but yeah, I don't care what you do. It's just don't. Yeah.
If nobody is getting hurt, I don't give a shit. Do what you want. I don't go around and celebrate my straightness, or be sure to march in a parade with a big set of boobs saying this is what I'm into, or
That would be awesome. You should see if you can
yeah,
get a float. They don't do the Decatur celebration anymore. You could have been the Decatur celebration parade.
man.
You could have had the I am definitely heterosexual float.
But But and that's the thing. It does. I don't care. I don't care what you want to do. If you want to think you're a girl, or you feel inside that you're the opposite sex, do what the fuck you want. I don't care. I. But I mean, that's Dave Chappelle. It's fucking comedy.
Yeah.
Those ain't even. Here's the funny thing. That might not even be his actual opinion, because when you're doing something like that and you're trying to be funny, there's certain parts that you will kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Elaborate a little
Uh-huh.
more.
Sure.
And we all do it. I mean, some of the shit I put on Facebook, some of it might not happen exactly that way, but like, well, I don't know if you saw the video I put about tinsel tits.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. It was me throwing away a Christmas tree, and like an old artificial Christmas tree, and it had tinsel hanging off of it. And I'm a guy, so I was thinking about tits. So it was like, tinsel tits. Huh, what can I do with this?
Well, we hope nobody was offended.
Oh, I'm sure somebody was. I'm sure
That's
somebody was.
you're writing comedy.
Oh, I just, you know what? I just like to have fun, and I like to laugh. And man, dude, I cut the cable. I don't have cable.
You're kidding.
No.
Your TV was always on 24/7
Usually watching news and shit too.
in reruns.
Yeah, that 70s show, Roseanne.
Big Bang Theory,
Yeah,
How I Met Your Mother.
yeah. I I kind of started watching The Office.
Never got into it.
Man,
It's funny though. I watched an episode, just never have got into it.
the main dude on that is like the biggest turn off on that show for me. That Steve, what's his name?
Corral.
Yeah, I'm just not a huge. He's funny, but it's just not my style comedy.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking nothing from the guy, because he's been in some serious movies too, and
Oh yeah, 40-Year-Old Virgin.
yeah, yeah, he was awesome in that. But yeah, that show, he almost overdoes it.
Yeah.
Are we really talking about The Office? When did the fucking Office even come out?
I don't know. That's so far behind, but I did run across an episode recently. I don't watch TV either. I don't watch it. I mean, we have it because she wants it, and I just watch Netflix. If I'm going to watch something, I'll sit down and make an effort to watch something, but I don't. I just do other stuff.
Hold on. 2005.
I am such a boomer. As time goes on, I'm just like, I realize how stuck in the past I
I
am. It's
know.
just,
You don't want to let go.
well, it's not that. It's just you get tired of something new all the time that you have to get your head around. Now, what is it? It's Twitter, it's Twatter, it's Instagram, it's this, it's now the TikTok. The woman is into TikTok. She's crazy about it.
Really?
It's entertaining, but good God, it's like anything else. You can waste some hours.
It creeps me out to see men on TikTok. I
I I
because
don't have it anymore.
man, the average age of a TikTok user is like between 15 to I can't, man, I forgot what it was. So when I see these grown men on TikTok, I kind of cringe a little. I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm good. Cause hell, I think my granddaughter, you know, she,
There's everything on there. That's all I'm. But the problem is, it's like Facebook. If you start directing your attention to something,
uh huh,
and like there were some of these like videos people talk about, not get rich quick scheme, but like good tips and things. So I'm like, ooh, I'll save that. Well, then it just starts feeding you that. So you start to, it's trying to figure you out, the algorithm.
Oh,
And
for
so,
sure.
and then about the time that stuff would pass, my girlfriend would come sit down, and a hot chick video would pop up, and she's like, "Oh my God, this is what you sit and watch." I'm like, no.
You're sitting there looking like a big old perv and
Well, I am, but
well, well, yeah, but you don't want that broadcast everywhere.
no, that's true.
So yeah, I mean, that whole Dave Chappelle thing, I actually think it. Yeah, I didn't see nothing offensive, and I think more people went and watched it because of that.
I think so. I mean, I did. I'm like, I'm so in the dark. I'm like, oh, Dave Chappelle has a new,
Wh-
uh, who knew?
Yeah, I think he did like a 4-part series with Netflix that he was going to put out for it's 3 or 4. But
Okay.
yeah, so that's why this one was called The Closer.
Oh, let's hype it all up.
Right. Well, I think he kind of gotten a little because he made some jokes on his last one, and it upset the LGBTQ community. Hope I said that right.
I'm sure you did. Close enough.
And I don't know. Just I'm not in the whole joining a club thing. I guess that just fucking do what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, live free. Don't be boxing yourself in. You know.
Yeah. Clubs are bad,
Yeah.
especially if you have hobbies. If you have a
Yeah.
hobby, join that club and you will no longer enjoy that hobby anymore.
Right.
A club will do that to you.
Well, look at fucking politics, man. I mean, I don't want to get off on the politics, but if you think about it, it's the same two people or same two groups that have been running us for how long?
Yeah. And we'll
And
continue.
when have we been better off as a working society? Now, if you're in the mix with them politicians, then you're probably all good.
Yeah, but I'm not.
No,
We're
me.
not.
No. I got to go to work and pay for high gas and high ass taxes and
Well, the problem is they don't have your best interest. I don't believe any of them really do.
no.
And
No.
if they even did by the time they got in there, um, the not the blackmail, but the leverage that's put on you. You're going to sign this. You're going to do this. If you want this done, you're going to have to give into this, and it just all you lose your way.
Yeah, you sure do. Sure do. And I'm playing with some I'm really hoping okay. I'm still trying to figure out the damn
You're bored.
yeah. Not my board. My this video thing
Oh,
cuz I should be uh, able to see you, but all I got's a blank screen cuz next time we'll have Chili on camera right over there. He'll be on
oh,
that
I'm
that
sorry.
side.
I unplugged it because I didn't think I was on.
Oh,
I wasn't going to be.
well shit, plug it in.
I just did,
Jesus.
but I don't see that you're on cam. But oh well. I'm new to Skype. I never use Skype.
Dude,
We use Teams at work, and
yeah, I just knew this was how to this was one way to we might try a different way and because I want to be able to play audio and for you to be able to hear it. And we tried that earlier and it didn't work. So I'll have to figure that out. The, I want to get a tower so bad, dude. And I might break down and do one because I hate I got a decent laptop, but they took the fucking line in port out of these new laptops.
Huh.
It's got a headphone jack, but it doesn't have.
I don't believe I do either. I've got an MSI that the woman bought off a coworker, and I don't even know what she paid for it. Oh, it looks like it maybe does. And sometimes it does some weird stuff. And I was worried I had some viruses or something because the hard drive would just start doing some quirky stuff even when I'm not using it. You know what I mean? It just like, uh-oh. But I mean, it's my garage computer. It's my, I have a work laptop, and then this is my whatever, which I pretty much just use for, porn and looking up car parts and shit.
Yeah, be sure to get on the neighbor's Wi-Fi when you look at that porn.
Oh, well.
That way you don't get caught.
I don't care.
Your preacher wants to use your laptop or something one day and hits a history.
Nobody uses my laptop. It sits on the bar out in the garage, in the corner of the garage, and it doesn't move.
Oh, man. So, shit. Well, oh, General, did you hear about that? I'm somewhat of a fan of this guy, but that General Powell passed away
Right.
from fucking COVID.
No, well, go on.
Oh, I'm just saying, and they said he was vaccinated.
He's had cancer for a while, and he was up there in age.
Oh,
So I don't really
okay.
think it was COVID that took him down. I think he died with COVID, and I was surprised they said he died of COVID because the guy's had cancer for quite a while.
Yeah, and they might not have, because I honestly I didn't read a whole lot about it. I just, I remember kind of.
Yeah, and then they said, and he was vaccinated. They make a point of saying he was vaccinated, which I don't know why. And people are like, oh, you can't die, but no, you can still die. I mean, it's a given. You can die. It's not impossible to die just because you get a shot.
Oh, for sure.
So
Oh, yeah. Man, that shit is crazy. I want to know where it came from, man. And I think it's kind of fucked up. There ain't more people in the government that are saying, "Hey, where in the fuck did this come from? And why?"
isn't that interesting? Nobody seems to really be. I mean, let's say it came from Wuhan, from the lab, but I don't know. All discussion seems to stop there. I don't believe it came from somebody eating a bat, but whatever.
Where the fuck was Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah, he could have prevented this. Ozzy could have prevented COVID.
uh, him and Keith Richards will be the last two people
I swear, those
on
are two
Earth.
people from my childhood that I always expected to go any minute, and here I am. I'm 50, and they're still going.
Man, and I'm ready to shut down, and these dudes are playing. Oh, you know what? We'll do one more farewell tour.
The sad thing is, you can hardly understand either one of them.
I know, right? Oh man, oh, Keith Richards and fucking Willie's still going.
Isn't that awesome?
Man, that's gonna be a hard loss for me. The day we lose Willie Nelson, I might.
There's some asshole is gonna say, "Oh, I told you pot would kill you."
Oh man, if dude, I will track that dude down.
Punch him in the throat.
No, I'm punching him in the balls. I'm gonna do like the split move like Van Dam did, where his legs go out and he just punches right. Oh man. I'm gonna
Right in the pills, huh?
tear that dude's balls up. Hope
Punchy bag.
hope that is never taken out of context.
No. No shit. But what an icon. What an icon.
Man, all of them. All of
Yeah.
them.
But Willie, what an icon.
Yeah, I sat there and got on uh I don't know what man, I watch a lot of YouTube. I mean a lot of YouTube. And I got off on some comedians and was watching some clips, and then like old Johnny Carson clips when he was like with Don Reynolds or Don Rickles and Burt Reynolds and
Uh-huh.
man, so I started watching some of that shit, and man, you talk about like 6 hours later,
YouTube will suck you in.
man, and especially the stuff I grew up watching. I mean, that was stuff. I remember my grandma used to get mad as hell because, man, my grandma was the kind of person she would lay down to go to sleep, and she was fucking out. I mean, boom, snoring. 5 minutes later, I'd sneak back in the living room and watch Carson. And,
Yeah.
she'd get pissed because, of course, I had school, the next day. And here I am staying up till 11:30 watching Carson.
I didn't get to watch much of it, but I mean, he was around. I mean, for quite a while, and that was good comedy. That was good stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of the, comedians that we grew up watching got their start on Carson and like Letterman and all that. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's what I think I got sucked into was the late night wars with like how they screwed Dave Letterman from
Yeah.
because he was supposed to get the Tonight Show, and yeah, I got it
But
sucked
then they
me.
finally figured out he was too much of a dick.
He, hey, that's no way to talk to our Indiana neighbor.
I don't care, man. No, I used to like some of them, but that guy's an asshole.
Yeah, man, you know what? A lot of them celebrities are, man. They're not who you think they are, and I mean, who in the fuck do you really? They're human, you know.
I I don't know why somebody would want to go on his show, but so this guy can be an asshole to you. But
Yeah, yeah.
I
I,
guess
I,
your manager says you got to do it.
yeah. I mean, he got, that was when shit they were pulling what 10, 20 million viewers a night. They don't get those numbers anymore.
No,
Damn, I think I saw CNN's been like under a million for a minute.
really.
Yeah, quit fucking lying. That, you know, did you now you heard about that, didn't you? About Joe Rogan?
What about him?
That
No.
CNN was saying he was taking like horse tranquilizers and shit like that.
Oh, I listened to that little bit of that interview with Sanjay Gupta. Yeah. You
Yeah,
know what? The most entertaining thing is him calling Sanjay Gupta a motherfucker.
I tell you what, and I'm being straight up, and I'm a hardcore independent libertarian. I don't give a fuck who you vote for, but I'm gonna tell you what, if you watch CNN for any time, you're just a fool.
It's
And,
it's just it's programming.
dude, how many times do you have to be proven to be lying? And where they have to go back and redact stories. I mean, how many fucking times? And I'm not saying any of the, you need to turn off that cable news
Yeah.
altogether, all of it. Because
It's
real,
it's theater.
well, you're not getting news, you're getting opinions. And I'm sorry, the only way you are going to get the actual fucking story is you have to go to the right side and watch whatever, and then you got to go to the left side, watch whatever, and the truth's in the fucking middle being hidden
Yeah,
between,
if you're lucky.
yeah, it's just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I just want to know what's going on. I don't want to hear your political slant.
I don't think you're gonna really get the truth of what's going on from watching the news, the regular network news, and calling it good.
Never, never. We never have. But I mean, right now, media is under Congress for approval ratings. I think Congress is sitting at what, like 20 something percent,
Probably.
which is fucking crazy. Could you imagine if you went in and you had your like yearly review and shit and you sat down and yeah,
You'd be
hey,
fired.
man, Al, you only got 22 approval rating. Your ass is gone. I wouldn't have made it that year.
Yeah. You wouldn't graduate from school. An F is 50%. You're at 20.
Yeah. I really, and I know politics got brought up a couple times, but I really do try to stay away from that shit because it's just, but sometimes, man, when you look at it and you just watch the people that argue, like on both sides, and how they argue, like, man, you can't hardly get on a post, like on WAND or something, or, and these fools are, you know,
Slugging it out.
man, and it could have been about the duck pond.
and people will debate it. That's
Man,
true.
no,
But
and they'll bring politics into it, and it's like, Jesus Christ, will you just shut up? It's not a man.
it's what they want. They want the right fighting the left, the men fighting the women, the black fighting the white, back and forth, and now it's the vaxxed against the unvaxxed, and
That to me, dude, that is crazy. That
I've never
is
seen anything like it in my life.
that,
This much peer pressure. I mean, I went to college and drank beer with some crazy people. I've never faced peer pressure like I have this year.
man. Yeah, and the way I feel about it, if you want to get vaccinated, then get vaccinated. And if you don't, you should not ever be forced to do anything.
No.
To and man, that's a slippery slope we're going down.
Mhm.
You know, I heard I heard a guy call into a show and was talking about, well, if you would have let government take over your health care years ago when they tried, we wouldn't be in this situation. And I'm like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
You want to make something crazy, big, expensive, and yeah,
I,
give it to the government.
yeah. And that's what I mean. And I'm not pointing fingers at either fucking side because I blame both sides. But I mean, name me one thing the government has taken over or has control of that works. I mean, it's a fucking broken system, man.
Absolutely.
And like I said, you can't really point your finger. You can't say, well, it's this side, it's that side.
No, they work together. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a lot of they create the theater and debate against each other, and we debate against each other, and but behind the scenes, they're all working together.
man. They're the
They're all
only
making money.
man
They're
that
making
hey,
money.
that's what you gotta follow. Follow that fucking money. I think you know what? And something popped into my head today, and I don't know why, but if I'm out there in that truck by myself, I got a lot of time to think and everything. I'm like, I wonder how many of these politicians knew these mandates were going to go in and went and bought a bunch of stock in these, you know, vac- vaccine companies. And I don't know if they did, but I'm like, I wonder how many did.
Oh, I'm kicking myself in the ass. It's like, how did I not see this coming? And they're just
Man.
making crazy money right now, and yeah.
And didn't, what? I don't know how much it was. Wasn't it like 8 billion or something before all this started that Pfizer got fined?
Oh, they've had some fines. They've had some.
Well, it's the biggest
They
one.
all have.
It's like the biggest one in history. Hold on. Biggest find in U.S. history.
Isn't it amazing?
Pfizer.
Farm
Here it
the
is.
pharmaceutical industry is the most powerful industry on this planet. The money, it blows away anything.
Okay. 2009, they paid 1.195 billion. Had to forfeit 105 million, and a grand total of 1.3 billion.
It's not that much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's some money, but still. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the trillions now. I remember when our national debt used to be in the millions.
I remember when it wasn't an issue. And you know what? Now it's really not an issue. Remember, when Obama was in there, the Republicans were really hot about the debt, the debt, and and then it just kept going up, and no one really even talks about it anymore.
And they should. That should
It's just
scare the
we're not going to
shit
pay it.
out of people.
Yeah, it's just going to sit there. It's until the dominoes start falling. It's just going to keep running and running and running.
And then China swoops in and buys it, and we're China 2.1.
I don't think we want to know how much China owns here.
Uh,
I think if we really knew, we'd be like, whoa.
I know they are buying farmland
Mm-hmm.
around here. So,
Not good.
anyway, Evan,
Yes, sir.
I've been trying to keep these about a half an hour, and we are about at 40 minutes.
Oh, dang.
So, man, hopefully we can get this fucker figured out and get you on cam soon. And I'm going camping this week. My last camping trip of the year. Then
It's supposed to be getting a little cooler this weekend.
man, I know. I'm taking a lot of firewood, and I've
Awesome.
been keeping an eye on the neighbor. She hasn't been burning no shit.
Man, I'm so careful because we can burn here. It's not like I burn cardboard boxes like every week instead of putting them in the trash because there's no recycling. And yeah, I'm really careful now. Because my neighbor's house and my house is not that far.
Yeah, you don't want to set your neighbor's house on fire, man.
Yeah, no. Or my house. I have my hose out there ready, and yeah,
Yeah, right.
made me think.
All right, brother. Well, we will try to get together. I know we're late on this, folks. I'm sorry. We will try to get back together with you on Sunday or Monday. We'll try to, just jump on, record this quick little show. I'll get it loaded up, and we'll do it.
All right.
All right. The Al from D-Town Show. We'll see you guys next time.
Good talking to you.
Peace.